Welcome, everyone, to Memorial Stadium in Bloomington, Indiana, home of the Indiana Hoosiers. As we'll see a squad from the Big Ten, the Northwestern Wildcats, taking on a participant from the playoff last year, the Indiana Hoosiers. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by a couple of legends, former Gator Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's get down to the field. He'll start the return inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. So Indiana's offense will have the first possession of the game. What a great group of receivers they run out there, and a staunch, stout defense they'll be running into. Jesse, how are they going to get open? How does this defense keep them in check?
Well, I think one thing this receiving group knows to have success in this game against this defense is it's going to take all of them. It's not just going to be one guy making all the plays. They're all going to have to be able to step up and, David, take advantage of their own individual one-on-one opportunities when those chances come their way.
Well, and I think that's what's good about this offense. Their strength in numbers. There's not just one guy that you can take away. There's several receivers that can make plays. That stresses a defense. Like, find the weakness, go after him. That guy can win. So it'll be a fun individual matchup.
And the Hoosiers come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to convert here. Looking for a man, it's Chadwick. He's not afraid to go deep. Snags it inside the 20. Just making a huge play, and he sets him up all the way down at the 14. 3rd down, a lot of times it comes down to not necessarily who's the most open, who do you trust the most?
Yep, it's not about the X's and the O's. It's about the Jimmies and the Joes. And when my guy's better than you and I get you matched up out wide, and I know I trust you, I'm finding you.
They just changed the dynamic of this possession in a heartbeat, and now it's 1st and 10 from inside the red zone. This is a designed run. He'll be hauled down just inside the 10 of the 9 as they're trying to turn this into a score. Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. Handoff from the gun. And he'll race it to the house. Touchdown, Indiana!
And I love this offense and the way they started this football game. Listen, last week be dang, okay? Forget last week. Nice job coming out, setting the tone in this ball game, putting a long drive together, and getting a touchdown.
Getting ready for the extra point after the first score of the game. And with the extra point, they get the first 7 of the game. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And what a way to finish it with a 9-yard touchdown run. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. From inside the 15, here's the return. Able to find enough room to get it out across the 25. He's brought down at the 26. So Northwestern's offense will try to get something started with their first possession. And they are coming off a sensational performance led by this quarterback who's hoping he can build on
Performance, David, last time out, he was making the right reads. He showed off his arm talent. He had this offense moving up and down the field and finding the end zone. And you know he's excited to take on this defense today.
Yeah, and talking to the defensive coordinators coming into this football game, like, they're not going to do what happened last week. Like, you can't sit back and make the coverages easy for him to diagnose. He'll pick you apart like he did last week. Look for some change-ups and some curveballs for this defense.
Use the play fake, now to throw. Got it in the middle, it's McGee. And perhaps a touchdown-saving tackle as they get him down at the 37.
And that's why they got to keep running the football, man, because play action is going to be a big part of this game plan. You've got to get this tight end over the middle of the field vertically and give him an opportunity, because you just saw how dangerous he is after the catch.
That is a big win for this defense, as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. And the Wildcats now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Wants to throw. It's Sparks. He'll pull it down and run. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
He was trying to push it downfield. He was looking for a receiver, trying to make a play. To tell the pressure started to get to him a little bit, nowhere to go with the football, just fights back to the line of scrimmage.
It'll be 3rd and long. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. He makes the grab. They'll stop him just outside the 30 at the 31-yard line. That's not enough for the first down, and now they have a decision.
Good play call on defense. 3rd down in that situation, you're just playing a big zone. You want everybody having their eyes on the quarterback, playing in their areas, and you want them rallying to the football. As soon as that running back caught the ball, they all came screaming in. They were able to make the tackle and now set up 4th.
And it's incomplete, and this defense makes a 4th down stop. Indiana has the ball back, and the Hoosiers. This one now back to work with this 7-0 lead. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
I'll tell you, this defensive end, not only can he pass rush, but he can play the run as well. You see him beat the offensive lineman there trying to block him and get in the backfield to make that tackle for loss. That was impressive.
Not what they had in mind to start this drive. Here comes 2nd and 13. The give to the back. Cross the 30 to the 35, and that's a gain of 6.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down.
Well, after giving up that touchdown on the opening drive, they had a little bit of a come to Jesus with their defensive coordinator on the sideline. I don't know what he said, but he, I think, just invoked the fear of God into this defense, because this 3 and out has been sensational, dominant. This is the way they've got to play moving forward.
The Hoosiers come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times,
pushed out of bounds inside the 40 and the 38, and these guys are on the move. And the Hoosiers are marching down the field. Wants to adjust the pattern. Off the play fake on 1st down, wants to throw. It's incomplete. Good job by the defense sticking with its coverage. What will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? Dropping back, it's Chadwick. Pressure coming. Takes a hit as he fires. Makes the stop at the 23-yard line, but it's a pickup of 15. A 1st down, and this offense is smelling the end zone. They'll run the counter. Able to move it ahead a couple of yards. He gets it down to the 20. Got 3 on 1st down. It's 2nd and 7. Keeping it on the ground with the running back. Dropped after a pickup of 4 down to the 16.
And those plays from a defensive perspective, man, they're just super annoying, because now I'm in the worst spot ever. 3rd and manageable. Like, I don't know if you're passing, don't know if you're running. So nice job by this offense keeping this defense off balance and creating a 3rd down opportunity that's in their favor.
He's got it on the run. He stopped just short of the goal line at the 1. An explosive play has him set up. The Hoosiers will try to put one on the board on 1st and goal. Quarterback run is part of their game plan. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple. Can the D deny them on 2nd and goal? He'll keep it himself. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play. It's 3rd and goal and a long way from the end zone. From the gun, wants to pass. Picked off. That's number 15 on the year. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
Some defensive backs just have a way of finding the football, and he's starting to develop that. His 3rd interception on the season, just has a good feel for playing that spot.
Taking it the other way. And it's a 1st down. They'll mark it at the 44.
And this defense is going to have their hands full because they're going to need to be comfortable with guys one-on-one on islands in the perimeter of the field. And they're just going to have to make better plays than what we saw right there. They knew this offense was going to try to be aggressive. Got to need better effort in the back end for this defense moving forward.
And after the tackle, that will bring us to the end of the 1st quarter. Let's see what they've got on 2nd down. Back to throw, it's Sparks. The pass falls incomplete, and that'll be the final play of this quarter. Clock strikes 0 here in the quarter, and Indiana is on top. We've put 1 in the books. Let's have a look at our game summary. They are lined up and ready to go and get things started here in the 2nd. Chance to talk over this 3rd down play to open the period. Now they'll run it on the toss. Big time play by the defense. He'll lose 4. Northwestern will send out the punt team. This will be their 1st punt of the afternoon. Gets the 1st one of the day out of there. He ought to be fresh. They only used him twice in that victory last week. And they'll get him down after the return at the 27-yard line. Indiana sends the offense onto the field. That last drive was promising for a while, but you just can't mess it up at the end with the pick, Jesse.
No, you've got to be able to finish drives, especially in this game if you're going to win. And David, they've got to be able to eliminate the mental mistakes.
Yeah, and I don't think you get conservative or play it safe. You can trust your guy. I think you put the ball right back in his hands and let him do his thing.
Might as well stick with him. Slams ahead for a yard out to the 33.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough. But how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Got it in the middle. It's Markway. Really nice job there to pick up the 1st down and get it to their own 41. And the Hoosiers come to the line with a new set of downs. Missed his receiver there. It's incomplete.
I don't know about the decision that time by the quarterback. He may have been expecting man coverage, but that's... Defense was in zone, and they did a really nice job closing the window at the intended target.
Oh, he's got some space. Across midfield and out of bounds at the 49, a big pickup there.
You know, as a defense, you can have the right call and the right guy in the right spot, but that guy's just too good. And how about the running back on that play? Just making it happen, breaking off the huge gain. It's tough to get these guys on the ground.
You'll take 4 yards on 1st down every time, 2nd and 6.
Well, and on these little push passes, timing is so important. You're trying to snap it right as he's getting a full head of steam. When he gets the ball, he's hitting the outside, and David, it puts the defense in such a difficult spot.
You immediately have to be rotating when you see that motion, so everybody's got to communicate and kind of bump over. That's why offenses love to run it. It makes the defense communicate and see if you can just get him out of the spot.
Plows through the defense. Right there to stop him, and that'll be a loss of 3.
That's a great job by the defense, but I don't think the quarterback made the right decision on that RPO. It looked as if the defense was expecting run. They had the box crowded. That's when the quarterback, I think, needs to hold on to and then throw downfield.
To the air, it's Chadwick. Caught over the middle. It's Pickett. He'll be stopped short of the line to gain. Needed about 3 more on that one.
And that's a great example of this quarterback having intense confidence in his own arm talent. That was not an easy window to throw into, but he had the ability, and he knew it.
He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Pulls it in. It's Pickett. And they finally make the tackle, but this will be a pretty easy conversion for this offense. Ball marked at the 26. It's 1st and 10. The give to the right. Pulled down after a nice run, and they're in the red zone at the 19. The Hoosiers with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. They'll run play action. Makes the grab on the left. Now the connection takes it to the 11.
It is so good for an offense early in the game to get in a rhythm and to start stringing first downs together. It makes the game really easy and puts the...
Touchdown, Hoosiers! They wanted to finish, and that they did on that possession.
Big-time players make big plays in big games, man. It seems like each and every week when this guy has an opportunity in the end zone, he's coming up with the big one. That time, great job focusing and concentration. Defense not able to cover him. That's his now 10th receiving touchdown on the year.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point makes it 14-0. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Man, it just means more in the SEC. And take a look at how things are playing out here. Arkansas is in front. They've played awfully well today. And while there's no Darren McFadden out there, this group is fighting. They're up by 4 over Alabama. Week in and week out in the SEC, it's a battle of attrition. And if anything big changes, you'll hear about it here.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final.
This offense has really struggled, and I think you're just waiting for one play, one explosive play to happen to hopefully galvanize you a bit offensively. That's not the case, and there, they try to run the football in the first play of the drive, and it gets absolutely blown up for a loss.
Setting up the screen. They'll stop him just short of the first down marker on the screen.
And he didn't get a big gain. You want to call that play and probably want to get more yards, but you could tell that was super close from seriously busting loose. Nice job running the screen, getting the ball to your play.
And here comes the heat, and they get home, and they get him at the 21.
Man, this defense is dominating all game long. They have been making this quarterback's life so difficult with their pass rush. They bring him down there for the sack. They're not giving anything up. They're leading this game by a lot. We're only in the 2nd quarter, and this ain't going to change unless this offense can find a rhythm.
Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. There he goes! Lots of green grass as he gets it to the 31. How aggressive will they get on 1st and 10? Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. They'll rip off 8 on that play. It's 2nd and 2.
Love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
Quarterback adjusting the pattern. Back to pass, it's Chadwick. Fires to the wideout. And they won't make the connection going for the big play.
Man, the quarterback threw that ball hard, too. And I know sometimes when you're throwing an in-breaking route, you want to get it to your receiver quickly. But when you try to strain and throw it harder, oftentimes your accuracy is what suffers. And you saw it there on the incompletion.
And the DB right with him to knock it away.
Once you start to get down here towards the goal line, it's so much more difficult to throw the football. You really want to stretch the defense sideline to sideline and use your speed and take advantage of the grass when you see it. They try to take a little bit of a shot down the field unsuccessfully. Nice job by this defense.
On 4th down, going to the air. Complete and looking for enough for the first down. He's stopped and forced out of bounds just short of the 10-yard line. They'll mark it at the 11. And the Hoosiers with the 1st and 10. On the run, it's Coleman. Still on his feet. And they stop him short of the goal line. They'll mark it at the 3. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. 2nd down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Now they'll try the right side. Touchdown, Indiana! And they take it in for 6 more points. They want to finish the season strong, and man, are they doing that here in this Week 11 performance.
And the offense continues to run the football. The 2nd rushing touchdown from the running back. The offensive line paving holes. Continue to feed this man the ball.
And with the extra point, they're up 21-0. They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Northwestern offense returns to the field. These guys have taken some body blows in the first half, and now a chance to do something to feel a little better going into halftime.
Reese, they got to respond now. They got to...
Looking deep down the right side. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. He managed a few yards on that return, but the bigger play was the fact that they forced the turnover.
Well, the quarterback on that one put a lot of air under the ball. The problem is it gave the defender time to get his head around and locate it. And because of that, he was able to come away with the interception.
They take over late in the half, enough time to put together a drive. Making side adjustments here. Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. He lofts it high and deep down the left side. And that one falls incomplete. They tried to go over the top on 1st down. 2nd down coming up. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Motion from the wide receiver. Looking downfield, it's Chadwick. Snagged out of the air. Gets it inside the 40, brought down at the 39, and they can't stop the clock. The Hoosiers want to move quickly. Wants to throw on 1st down. Makes the grab. And he's brought down after a nice gain. They've got it 1st and 10 at the 50. Looking to throw on 1st down. Shoots it to the left. And it's incomplete, but there's a flag in the backfield. Let's see who the call's on.
Hold it.
They say you could call holding on every play. Well, they did on that one. Now it's 1st and 20 for the offense.
think when you go through these progressions as a quarterback, you want to find the right guy to throw to, obviously. I didn't think he was the right guy. I didn't think he was really that open. And listen, he sailed and he overthrew, but I might have surveyed the middle of the field a little bit better there.
Finds his back in the middle. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks. Offense calls a timeout here. Critically important to make sure they have the right play call and everyone on the same page here. Quickly out to the tight end. He's down to the 38-yard line, and they can't stop the clock. The offense will quickly use a timeout. To the air on first down. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
And that's a really good job by this defense. Complete defensive effort. When the back end makes the quarterback hold the football a little longer than he wants to, and then the pass rush gets...
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down. Scanning the field, it's Chadwick. On the run, fires downfield. On target to the left. He's got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. They're happy enough to try to take the points as the field goal unit heads out. Right down the boulevard, it's good. And now the lead's extended a little further. That late in the half field goal always gives you a little boost going to the locker room, and they'll need to finish off these final few seconds and not allow them to answer. And the offense will play it safe, take a knee, and head to halftime. We've played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Guys, don't tell me it's a basketball town when we've had a first half like that there in Bloomington. And how can we begin our analysis of that first half without singing the praises of one of the elite backs in football? Racking up huge numbers on the ground, even throwing the occasional block. This kid is the total package. And if this defense doesn't adjust its strategy, he could be headed towards a career day. With that said, let's send it back to the guys at Memorial Stadium.
Thanks for that breakdown, Kevin. And the Hoosiers will kick it away first, and we'll start the second half. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Wildcats have it back. The Northwestern offense headed out. They come into this third quarter with a lot of work they need to get done.
Yeah, and it starts with the
Turning it on! And they were looking for a chunk play, and got it. The explosive picks up more than 30. And the Wildcats just got that huge run. They love another explosive play.
Man, this offense is so dangerous, Reese. They've got dudes all over the field that can make plays. There's a big gainer in the pass game.
You get a chunk of yards like that, now the defense is really on its heels. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Dropping back, it's Sparks. Throws for the tight end. And it'll be incomplete. This defense is physical and
facing a top 10 defense, one of the best units in the entire country. They didn't want to get down on the scoreboard like this, and all of a sudden have to throw the football when the defense knew that.
And the quarterback is toast back at the 35. Now on fourth down, they'll try to come away with 3. He's going to reach for a long one, a 52-yard attempt. It's good. Easy call for the refs.
How about it? 50-plus, no problem. Big leg, nice accuracy. That's a big-time kick for this young man.
And here's the return. Able to find enough room to get it out across the 25. He's brought down at the 26. Indiana has the ball back, and the Hoosier offense comes out ready to go. The give from the gun. And he never had... It's just stopped cold as soon as he got it. A negative play to open the drive. Let's see what they've got on 2nd and 14. Back to pass. Grabbed over the middle. It's Pickett. Pulled down for the tackle.
This slot receiver is a guy the defense has to be careful of. He runs good routes. He's got some speed, and if you're not careful, this guy can gash you.
Takes it from the gun on 3rd down. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up. 4th down and 4 yards to go. The offense will try to get it. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Oh, he dropped it. He just lost. Concentration and didn't look it all the way in. Desperately wanted to keep the ball, but they did not. Couldn't ask for better starting field position for this offense. Fires left. It's caught downfield. Corralled and forced out of bounds. Mark it right at the 16-yard line, and man, are they in business. From the 17-yard line, it's 1st and 10. Looking to throw, it's Sparks. Makes the grab. That completion will take it inside the 4, and the offense is threatening. The Wildcats slide it up with a 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. Came through like a shot and knocked him down for a loss of 5.
I got to be honest, I am shocked at just how well the defense has played in this game, especially stopping the run. We talked about statistically how they've struggled this season, but they have put the clamps down in this one, and they're just playing with a ton of intensity.
And he'll run. The sidelines after the good gain.
I like the aggressiveness by this defense. You got to play tight on the wide receivers. There's not a lot of space on the field. You got to be aggressive, and you got to make tackles.
He'll sneak it. He did not make it a stone wall on 3rd down. They'll try to put 3 on the board as the field goal unit comes on. The distance is no problem, but this angle from the left can test you. Splits the uprights. Good. Are forced to settle for 3.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
So they're lining up to kick it off after that last drive. Put a 3 spot on the board, and now the defense will try to shut. He'll bring it out. It's Pickett. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. Indiana sends the offense onto the field. From the gun, to give, looking for room. Nice pickup on the ground there, and they'll move the sticks with the 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Out of the gun, they'll run it inside. Breaks into the open. An explosive play in the running game as he's got the 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They'll give it to him again. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
Well, this running back has had a pretty good day so far in this game, and I think the key right now is for the defense to find a way to slow him down. He had a good run 2 plays ago. The defense gets the TFL on this one. I think you got to change up your fronts defensively and try to give this offensive line different alignment looks to see if they can confuse him.
The Hoosiers line up trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. They want to run this quarterback. They thought they could just run it on 3rd and short, but this defense was there to make the stop. Boy, if they don't convert this 4th down, there will be questions to be answered. Just what this offense was looking for. Sets him up at the 26 with the 1st down. And the Hoosiers come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Might be changing the route. Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. Broken up, incomplete, and nearly intercepted in the end zone. It'll be 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Power football with the run. And how about that play by that giant, that mountain of a man on the defensive front? They're close enough for a makeable field goal from the 26, but they'd love to convert this 3rd and long. Grab behind the line. It's Coleman. And it's pretty obvious there was a big hole in that screen, and the defense ran right through it. Now on 4th down, they'll settle for a field goal try. Absolutely perfect. And that lead grows even bigger.
And listen, y'all know in the booth and everywhere how I feel about kickers. Don't always love leaving it on their foot, so to speak, but nice job executing. He keeps doing stuff like that. I'll keep trotting him out there.
They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Looking downfield, it's Sparks. Makes the grab, it's Jenkins. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they get it out to the 36. 1st and 10. Quickly complete. Oh, he's got some space. Touchdown, Wildcats. Once he got some room, it was over. When that receiver got free, it was all over.
And it's so nice to have a receiver like this as a quarterback because you pad my stats. I like those long touchdown passes where I just threw it really short and he did the rest of the work.
They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. Here he comes from inside his own 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Indiana has the ball back, and the Hoosier offense comes out. Go. Their lead now down to 14. Might feel a little game pressure on this drive. RPO complete to open the drive. Really good job to pick up a gain.
Well, this is a defense that we know takes tons of pride stopping the run. That's where it all starts and ends with them, and you saw a great effort on that last play.
Got a man, it's Pickett. And this defense has its work cut out to get this dude on the ground. He was shedding serious tackles on his way to picking up the first. It'll be a 1st down from the 49-yard line. And the Heat gets home. They knock him down back at the 45. The Hoosiers trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. He'll ride his man on the option. They'll mark him out of bounds right at the 45-yard line. As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. Back to throw, it's Chadwick. And he was hit just as he... the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
Oh, you know what time it is when the defense gets that stop on 3rd down. Fist up in the air. Nice job getting to the quarterback, putting some pressure on him, hitting him, forcing the incompletion.
Big tight end makes the grab. It's a 1st down. There to make the tackle, and with that, we'll head to the 4th quarter. Talk about spreading the ball around. Everyone getting a chance to show off the hands based on the number of targets we've seen. One more quarter to play. It might be unlikely, but hey, it's college football. Comebacks happen. So 1st down, we'll open up the final period. From the shotgun, the inside give. Not much room to run. Let's give him one to the 33. After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. The give out of the gun. There he goes. Oh, he just handled it poorly, and it's a fumble. Defense scoops it up, and he's headed the other way. There he goes down the right side. 10. Touchdown, Northwestern. The defense putting points on the board.
That defense. They're always trying to force turnovers to get the ball back to their offense, make those big plays. You know what the cherry on the sundae is? When you force the turnover, the pill hits the ground, you scoop it up, and you take it all the way back to the house. Huge play for this defense.
Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Big one in the Big 12, and take a look at how things are playing out here. Houston is just getting blown off the field right now in H-Town, and at this rate, I'm not sure this won't get worse. They're trailing by 14 to West Virginia.
Give to the back.
For now, it's back to you fellas, but of course, if anything changes from Big 12 country, you'll hear about it here.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. Got stuffed on 1st down. It's 2nd and 10. The give to the tailback.
They've got the lead, but here in the 4th quarter, it's starting to dwindle. And if they're going to hang on to this game, they've got to be able to run it. It's a really tough thing to do when the opponent knows exactly what you're going to do, but this is what you train for. You've got to be the more physical unit right now.
And he gets it done on 3rd down. They move the chains, and they'll mark it at the 44. And the Hoosiers will snap it on 1st and 10. Got room to work. Picks up the 1st down, still moving. That's why a good running game is a coach's and quarterback's best friend when you're trying to put the lid on the game. Smart move to keep it on the ground. And a pickup of 8 opens a world of opportunities on 2nd and 2. Timeout called by the defense. It's their first of the half as they'll make some adjustments. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. The Hoosiers really need to keep this drive alive on 3rd down. He's not going to get there, and this defense really needed a stop like that. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. On 4th down, trying to find his man. Makes the grab, got the conversion, and still going. And it's a catch, but he's got enough for the 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Looking for a crease, it's Martin. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. We'll head to the 2-minute timeout. Tight ball game here, and this offense will try to milk the clock. Give to the running back. Not a whole lot of progress made there on the short run.
And that's exactly what you would expect from this offense. Listen, when you're in that 1 to 2 minute range and you got the football and you got a lead, it's smash mouth, it's keep that clock running, it's ground game. So interesting now on this 3rd down what they do next, but we got to keep that clock moving.
And they fail to hook up on 3rd down.
After that, possession on 3rd and short. It's going to be an interesting decision for the head coach because I know he believes in his guys to go get it here on 4th down and pad the lead. But if you kick a field goal, you make it a 2-possession game here in the second half, and I think that's the right decision.
Incomplete, and that'll be a turnover on downs.
That is how you rise to the occasion late in the game. Your defense had to come up big, had to get the offense the football back. They're trailing by a little bit. Now, let's go make this thing even more.
And the pressure will get there. The sack. Down he goes in the waiting moments. That could be a costly play. To the air, it's Sparks. Here comes the heat. Pressure's there, and he lets it go. Just had to get rid of that one. Good job to avoid the loss.
And this D's had some good moments today. And they've had a lead, and they've let that lead shrink a little bit now in a big-time moment. Can they step up? Can they make the plays to get the ball back to their offense? They've had a pretty good day, but now it's closing time.
Well, this defense is going to need a few plays now to get some of this momentum back. Remember, they had a massive lead earlier in the game, but that's dwindled now. And you wonder if they were just sleepwalking a little bit. They've got to step up now and play with some urgency.
On 4th down, they're taking to the air. Can't find his man. It'll be incomplete, and that is a heartbreaker this late in the game. And they'll take a knee. It's one thing to execute early in the game. Tight ball game, right at the end. You need the clutch plays. These guys deliver.
You can't teach that gene. You have people that can focus in the moment or they can't. Great job by the team, staying focused, understanding it's a close battle, win those one play at a time, and then look up, and then, heck, I got the win.
Yeah, David, they just had ice in their veins, and you can tell there's tremendous leadership on this football team. Guys can step up, and in the huddle, they can make sure that everybody else is focused to the task at hand in order to get the W.
That's going to do it from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and you've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.